අයිබෝවන් බ්‍රයන් චාල්ස් ලාරා ක්‍රිකට් ලොව කිරුළු පැළඳූ කුමාරයා ලෙස තමයි ලාරාව හඳුන්වන්නේ. වමතින් පිත්ත හැසර වූ ලාරාගේ අලංකාර පිතිකරන රටාව නිසාම ලොව පුරා ප්‍රේක්ෂකයින් ඔහු පිතිකරණයේ යෙදෙනවා බලන්න වැඩි කැමැත්තක් දැක්වුවා. විශේෂයෙන්ම ලාරාටම ආවේනික වූ අලංකාර පුල් පාර, ස්ක්වයර් කට් පහර, ඕන් රයි පහරට ලොව පුරා ක්‍රිකට් ප්‍රේක්ෂකයින් වැඩි කැමැත්තක් වැඩි ආදරයක් දැක්වුවා. ඒ වගේම බ්‍රයන් ලාරා ඔහු ක්‍රීඩා කළ යුගයේදී ලොව සිටිය දක්ෂතම පිතිකරුවා ලෙස නම් දරා තිබුණා. ක්‍රිස් ගේල් බ්‍රයන් ලාරාට හාත්පසින්ම වෙනස් වූ නමුත් පන්දු යවන්නන් බිහිතියට පත් කරවන සුළු ප්‍රබලතම ප්‍රහාරකයෙක්. ගේල් කියන්නෙත් ඔහුගේ යුගයේදී ඇති තරම් ලෝකවාර්තා තැබූ යුනිවර්සල් බොස් ලෙස අන්වර්ථ නාමයෙන් හැඳින්වූ ප්‍රබලතම පිතිකරුවෙක්. ඉතින් මේ පිතිකරුවන් දෙදෙනාම ඔවුන්ගේ යුගයේදී කොදෙව් දේශය වෙනුවෙන් ජයග්‍රහණ රාශියක් රැගෙනීමට සමත් වුණා. ඉතින් අද අපි මේ ක්‍රිකට් පුරාවෘත්ත දෙක එකට එක්ව දියත් කළ සටන්කාමී සම්බන්ධතාවයක වීඩියෝ තොරතුරු අරගෙන එනවා. මේ තරගය පැවැත්වුණේ 2006 ඕස්ට්‍රේලියාව සමගින්. ලකුණු 272ක ඉලක්කයක් හඹාගිය කොදෙව් කණ්ඩායමට තුන්වන කඩුල්ලට පන්දු වාර 19ක් තුල ලකුණු 151ක සමතතාවයක් තබන්න ලාරා සහ ගේල් සමත් වුණා. ඒ නිසාම එම තරගය ඕස්ට්‍රේලියාව පරාජයට පත් කරමින් කොදෙව් කණ්ඩායම ජයග්‍රහණය කරන්නත් සමත් වුණා. ඉතින් මේ විශිෂ්ට පිතිකරුවන් දෙදෙනා එකට එක්ව දියත් කළ එම සම්බන්ධතාවයේ විශේෂ අවස්ථා දිග්ගටම නරඹන්න කියලා ආරාධනා කරනවා. මේ වගේ තවත් වීඩියෝ නරඹන්න wow track YouTube channel එක subscribe කරලා අපිත් එක්ක දිග්ගටම රැඳිලා ඉන්න කියලා ආරාධනා කරනවා.
Usually relishes bowling with the new ball.
First runs, and predictably, when Chris Gale scores, he scores a majority of his runs square of the wicket on the offside. Great way to get off the mark.
West Indies rate has gone back up to just about where they would expect to be at this stage. Oh, he smashed that. Well, Arun Lal, he's not listening to it.
They seldom do, Bish. Well, all this while he's been circumspect, but here he just made room for himself. He just decided that he's going to go for it wherever. But he's a dangerous player. But we've seen the West Indies throw it away in game 1 against Australia. They should have learnt a lesson from that.
Correct. Oh, that struck even more powerfully. Well, that was asking for it. It was a full toss. It nearly took Stuart Clark's head off.
Well, that shot was certainly on. A full toss, waiting to hit him out of the attack. So Chris Gale got it right in the slot. But he really needs to calm down, Bish. It's certainly about technique, strategy, talent. But it's also about common sense. He's suddenly started and shifted gears now, Chris Gale. Really needs to stay in there because he's now well set. Can easily up the scoring rate should it be required later on.
He's coming back the two, and yep. I suppose we analysed the fact he wasn't running hard a moment ago. In fact, the last over when it went down to fine leg, but Brian Lara certainly, I'm sure, has just pushed him a little bit harder. Stuart Clark is not having a happy time of it. 2.3 overs for 33 runs.
Well, this is the one that came back at him faster than he had hurled it. Whoops, there's panic there.
That's going to go all the way for 6. It's a no ball as well. Not for the first time from Stuart Clark either.
Well, Clark is having a horrific time. 3 no balls in the last over. It had gone for 17, that one. He's already gone for 17 here. 4-4, 2-6 on a no ball. 17 runs. Now, again getting that front foot out of the way. He's just decided that Stuart Clark has got to go. Wow, what a powerful hit that was.
Well bowled, good comeback, and it's more in keeping with the area that Stuart Clark, I suppose, needs to be hitting. Some of his shots, though, one or two of them have been, I suppose, unorthodox, and you expect that from Chris Gayle, so it really demands the greatest discipline from the bowler and courage.
Unorthodox and predetermined, I'd add. But he's very good at it, especially in these field restriction overs.
Oh, well. 21 off the over. And it's not finished yet.
But he's certainly been galvanized into action, Chris Gayle. There's nothing unorthodox about that shot. Straight and hit straight back on the rise. Well, that's the way the West Indians play, and if you've got the power of Chris Gayle, you can just do that. This is an opportunity now for Watson. That's going to be 4. There's no stopping that one. He's got to very quickly amend line.
Opposed to his off spin. Nice shot. I would think that's one of the more difficult shots to play in the game. That on drive.
Well played in the end. I'd have to say he was taking a lot of chances, Brian Lara. But the genius in Lara comes out in the end, plays it late. It is a quicker delivery, bowled at 98 Ks. Gave the opportunity for Lara to play with the pace and pick himself a boundary.
Jeez, he's a long way down there. But he's backing himself and that eye of his. And it is a good eye too. Deft touch, beautiful. Just allowed the ball to come on and picks up another boundary.
Another good over for the West Indies. He's unsettling the off-spinner by making so many movements. But in the end, as exquisite, pure magic from the blade of Lara. Brings up the 100 partnership.
Across the line and another 4. That'll go all the way to the boundary as well. This is a nice fast outfield. And it's exactly the way it should be. That's well played.
Well, this man is treating us to some fabulous action. Not only does he play his shots, but very deliberately, every shot is played into the gap. It's not only by by some quirk of fate that they reach the gaps. He closes the face of the bat, he opens the face of the bat, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Played very well indeed. Oh, that's a big hit, straight down the ground, all the way for 6. Full toss, take that. Well, loose balls are disappearing.
But you don't normally see that. You don't see a fast, low full toss hit over your head for 6. But Chris Gayle can pull off these shots really out of his hat. Brilliantly hit.
Oh dear, no, that's not a very good shot. That's the first really loose shot, and that's the sort of, I suppose, that's the sort of night that he's had, isn't it? He gets one in the right place, and a very loose, almost unnecessary shot from Lara, having got himself into this situation.
Well, that's exactly what maybe Hussey was hoping to happen. Entice Lara into going over the top. There's no real need for this. They already got 8 before this fortuitous boundary, but that was close. Almost got sucked into it.
Oh, well played. Well, it misses by a skerrick, and then he blasts him down the ground for 4. This will be one of the most frustrating evenings that Clark has ever experienced on a cricket field.
And extreme brilliance. Just take a look at that footwork. Preempted Clark, used his feet, got to the pitch of it, and then just slammed it. He's thinking while his bat is coming down. That's the benefit of having that backlift. You can keep thinking while the backlift is coming down. That's his great strength, Brian Lara.
The record, I want to tell you, in one-day internationals for runs conceded by a bowler in 10 overs is 113. Then you might have an idea of who's going to get through to the final.
Well, that's been played fine and is run away. Perfectly directed, just using the pace of the delivery. Getting 4 for him. But coming back to that, it's certain that the team that wins today has qualified, so there's no real threat to them today, and it, from all counts, at the moment appears to be the West Indies. In that eventuality, India will then have to down Australia. Even if they don't win against the West Indies.
Oh, he's bludgeoned that. He's bludgeoned that down the ground for 4. That's a stand and deliver shot.
Well, ideally, India will have to win against both the West Indies and Australia. And if they don't hit the West Indies, then they've got to beat Australia by a huge margin, get the bonus point, and ensure that their run rate is higher than Australia throughout the tournament, because the number of wins will be the same. That's going to be a tall order, so they'll have to win both their games should West Indies prevail today.
Yeah, the fact is, right now, if the West Indies win this match, the favourites for the final are these two teams. India are going to have to really stand up and be counted. So Watson has taken over. In the air and out. Short delivery, and well, I got to say that in the normal course of events that would have ended up in the stand. It was obviously onto him just a little bit quicker than he anticipated, and that's the end of him. It's not normally the place you'd bowl to, Gale.
Definitely not in a power play over. It was short, it was destined to go over the ropes, but let's say if it wasn't for the power play, that fielder wouldn't have been there either. So they've got themselves a wicket. The power play seems to have worked for them. Is this the start of something that's about to happen for Australia? We'll wait and watch. For the moment, 79 to Gale. He walks back in just 93 deliveries. It's 195 for 3.
Oh, that's gone all the way. It definitely has. On to the top of a side screen. He's in control, Brian Lara.
Well, I tell you, there's none better, I don't think, than Brian Lara when he hits a straight drive. And he's absolutely smashed this. Watch this ball disappear back. It clips the top of the side screen there, and that's a long way up. Didn't have a lot of elevation on it. He just hits the ball so sweetly. Didn't get to the pitch of the ball either. It had a little bit of turn on it. Quicker ball there, the dart from Cullen. Pretty good line, Bud, wasn't it, when you look from the front?
You could hear the cry of anguish from Watson. 38 overs gone, 2-2-2 for 3.
Watson had bowled 7 overs, 1 for 20. And he's got one more left here to make it 9 overs. Now he's 1 for 37.
That's gone flying away down to third man for 4. Well, there are no slips there. If you bowl just short outside off stump, these two are going to cut you away for 4. 241 for 3. Oh, and that's hit him on the head. That's hit him on the crash helmet, I think. No, he's given him out. Well, that's a bit of a blow. No, I was sure that hit the crash helmet, but it must have hit the back of the bat. A strange one.
I think he's got through the shot here too early. Round the wicket lead, banged it in. Yeah, it's off the back of the bat, where the stickers are. And straight to Hussey, and you could probably argue, geez, he's a bit unlucky, Brian Lara. Could have gone fine, could have gone a bit wider. He has to depart. The old Aussie Devils number, 87. 242 for 4 now.